what's happening, my people? So it's Sunday, so you know what that means. Fear the Walking Dead, another episode of the series. It's season 5, episode 12. This is Ner Tamid. And so basically what this episode is about is Charlie gets separated from the group, but she runs away. She's trying to find a home because she feels like they being nomadic right now. She's been through that before. So she's not sure if they're doing the right thing, because she thought they were doing the right thing when she was doing it with other groups, even though those groups were villains. They were trying to take goods and stuff from everybody. They doing the right thing now. They trying to help everybody and stuff. But I guess she young. She don't know the difference. She think, by perspective, like I thought I was doing the right thing then, so how can I be so sure I'm doing the right thing now, even though they're helping people? But so that brings her on a quest. She finds this place. She's sleeping in a car. So she meets up with this rabbi. And he seems like he has his stuff straight. Like he's doing his prayers and stuff, and he's clearing walkers. He's chilling. It looks very nice, his surroundings and stuff. Later on, we find out his congregation, what happens to them. They all died. And whenever I seen that, I was like, oh, he killed them. I'm like, he locked them all in there and they died. He did like Gabriel, except for Gabriel locked people out. So he locked people in and killed them. But that's not exactly what happened. He lost his faith in God whenever the apocalypse happened. So in his quest to find God, he went roaming around trying to find meaning in all this. And so he came back, didn't have his faith, but by the time he got back, all his congregation was all dead. Whatever happened to them, it was gruesome. They all died, so they locked up in there, and they suffered horrific deaths. So his whole flock is died, and he's staying there, and he's trying to keep any sense of his old life alive, like doing his prayers and stuff like that, even though he doesn't believe, but he doesn't have anything else. Like his life is in shambles pretty much. This vlog just like the caravan gets found out by Logan. Like Logan, his bitch ass, like he finds them out, so they gotta hurry up and get out. They were camping. It was Sarah and Dwight, so they was on lookout. They see Logan's crew come up on them. They like, oh no, so we got to get out of here. So they go on the run. So that's what's happening there. They going on the run in that place. The rabbi and Charlie is going through things there. They have a fence and stuff, so walkers are getting out and walkers are coming in. But then the flock starts getting loose. And in between that, June and John, they end up going find Charlie. And they like, look, Charlie, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. This is not the place. And she's like, no, this is the place. God brought me here and this and that. Because that's what the rabbi told her. It must be a meaning why she's there. But later on, they get on the run because the congregation fills up the place. And so the rabbi talks to Charlie, and he tells her what happened about his congregation and everything. He's like, I should have never told you that God led you here and stuff, because I don't believe in God right now. And you have your people. That's your most important thing. It's not about the place where you're at. It's about the people that you're with. So he tries to give that knowledge to her, and in that it helps him out, because he was staying there holding on to things that wasn't necessarily relevant anymore. He was holding on to the last remnants of his old life. So in that, them they had an epic scene on this episode. They had ladders and stuff, and so they was trying to get out. June and John was placing ladders on the vehicles and stuff, and crawling over them and putting the ladder, crawling over them. Then they got to the fence, and the fence fell. But in that scene, like it was epic how they was doing it. It was like some Indiana Jones type stuff. But with them doing that, I'm like, common sense wise, I'm like, do they have a blade on them or something? The congregation and stuff is all down here, like by the vehicles and stuff. they have the upper ground. They can't climb up there. The walkers aren't climbers, etc. So y'all have the upper ground. Y'all up there. Common sense, me, I'm not in this universe or whatever, but to me, if I would have had a blade, I'm pretty sure they keep blades and stuff on them. They always have weapons and stuff. All right. What I would have thought, or if they could have grabbed like a big pole or a stick or something real quick. But if they had a knife, they had all the walkers down there by the vehicles. And it was, how many walkers? Oh, but they didn't say the number of them. But it was a good little bit of walkers. But how could they could have cleared them? Common sense. Uh. 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 Just keep stabbing them on top of the heads. They're gonna drop. It's clearing them out. You're not at too much of a risk going down like that quickly and stabbing them on top of the head. That would have made sense. But they wanted to stretch the episode out and make it more than what it was. So they end up doing the strategy that they did a while back. And the mother did the strategy. Whenever she let all the walkers in, she let the walkers into the arena. And then she ended up, all the walkers got stuck in the arena and they locked them in, and then she set fire on them. They say that she might have survived. She might be coming back to the show. So that will be interesting if that happens, but I'm not sure about that, but it seems like it possibly might happen. So, Dwight and Sarah is on the run. We go back to that, and they're taking off. They end up running out of gas in the tanker. So they like, man, we're going to go down with the ship. If we got to die right here, we're going to die. Oh, well. So Logan's people, they run up on them, and then they shoot out. So they're like, wait, what happened? Where they running from? But the SWAT vehicle, John and them catches up to them. So the SWAT vehicle has that big-ass machine gun on the side, so they would have turned and... But I don't know. I still... The one SWAT vehicle versus... But I guess they had a lot of guns and stuff, Logan's people, but the SWAT vehicle, I guess it's bulletproof, so I guess they wouldn't be able to penetrate it. So I guess I see why they... But then it turns out they weren't necessarily trying to rob the tanker or anything. It turns out it was classic misdirection. So what they're trying to do, as you see at the end of the episode, just trying to get him far away from the fields, because Logan found it out. They had the tapes the last episode, and so he studied the tapes and people talking and stuff. And evidently somebody must have slipped up and said something, or he must have seen the background or something. He found out where the oil fields are. So the end of the episode sees him running into the oil fields. So they about to ruin this, pretty much. You see on the next episode, they fighting. They have a lot of fire and stuff. So fire and oil, that doesn't mix. So they got all this fire and stuff in the oil fields and stuff. So you know what's probably going to happen. They probably going to be fighting over this oil abundance and stuff. And what's going to happen? They're going to end up setting it all on fire. And nobody's going to end up with the gas and stuff. And so they're all going to end up on foot. Classic greed and stuff. Logan... A mission that they should do. They always have missions on the show or something. If you can get him by himself or whatever, you can isolate him away from his group, or just get access to him. Kill him. Kill Logan. Kill his group if you have to. But we're gonna see, man. But this episode of Walking Dead, it was decent. It was alright. It was alright, man. But looks like things about to heat up. They going a little bit away from what I like about the show. Like everybody in every episode. Like this episode didn't have Morgan or Alicia in them. So they kind of starting to break it up a little bit. They kind of doing that old Walking Dead stuff. So I hope everybody ends up getting back together. for the next episode. We'll see. I don't think I seen Morgan on the preview or whatever, but I want to see Morgan and them back. But that's my reaction to this episode. I don't know if this is a reaction video or whatever, but I'm calling it a reaction video. This is more of a synopsis and my thoughts on the episode and what could have happened and this and that. But like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest of the most hated, man. The people that do watch this weekly and y'all keep up with me or whatever, and y'all still on Walking Dead, appreciate it. Like, give me something to talk about. Like, even though this weekend, man, I filmed so many videos. Y'all probably tired of seeing me on this channel, man. I filmed so many videos. But like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest of the most hated, man. Holla at your boy. Peace out.